Hi, my name is AA and I welcome you to Daily Trends on Connect News. Currently on social media, the Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich is begging his friends for an amount of $1 million each in order to be able to help him to sort out some problem that he is actually going through. We realize that currently on social media, the British government has placed a sanction against 7 Russian, that is a pro-Kremlin oligarchs closely linked with Vladimir Putin's regime. We know the ongoing war that is happening between Russia and Ukraine, and that has caused a lot of people to go under bankrupt. And the reason the British government has placed this sanction is because he's thinking these people that are affiliated to Putin will some way, one or the other, could bring some affections to the country. We know anytime that you are related to somebody one way or the other, sometimes it brings about some negativity, and that could make you go into some sort of difficulties. Here lies the case that these 7 people that the government have placed sanctions on, one of them, who is the owner of the Chelsea FC, that is oligarch Roman Abramovich, is currently. He says that all his properties and a lot of things about him, including his account, has been frozen, and that alone, he is unable to do any transactions inside the country or even outside the country. He wouldn't be able to travel any further. It has also affected the team or the football club so much that they wouldn't be able, like they always do, take players about for money, or the things that they were supposed to exchange the players for, they wouldn't be able to get them any longer. And so anytime any player goes to another team, instead of them getting money from that, it wouldn't be coming their way any longer. So the only option now that the owner has is for him to either sell the club and use it as a support, or stand and fight till the war is over. We all know that this war began some time ago. It became a long time. It has come a long way till this time, and the war is still ongoing because Putin hasn't made any effort to sign any peace treaty, despite people coming to him to ask him to forget about any ongoing happenings and that he should make all these go backward. Yet still they are fighting for the peace of it. We are all praying that one day God will touch his heart, and therefore we will hear the good news that there is now the peace treaty that has been signed between them. We know that Abramovich is one of the wealthiest people to have ever lived on this planet Earth. As a matter of fact, he has a lot of things, including yachts, that he says his yachts are one of the most popular yachts that has been carrying a lot of popular people, including our celebrities and stars. So as he is in need of money, for instance, he goes to his prominent people, those are in Hollywood, and also some US people, in order to ask for the arms. Like I earlier mentioned, he said he needs $1 million each from them. Yet still, he hasn't been able to get any aid from them. According to them, they are saying the reason that they've not been able to help is not because they are unable to help, but because they are also scared that the government sanction will one way or the other also affect them negatively. Like we all know, it's always the birds of the same feathers that always flock together. And so they are also making sure that they wouldn't find themselves wanting. Just like you have a huge amount of money there. Like we know, Abramovich is one person whose net worth is almost $14.5 billion. That is a huge sum of money. But here lies the case, he is unable to go into his own account because of the freeze that the government has placed on his account. And so even some of his players are complaining at the fact that they wouldn't be able to get all the things that they needed. This time around, the only thing that could bring them a source of income is when they go on their season matches and do sell the snacks around them. That is the buying of some biscuits, toffees, and some drinks around the park. That will be the only source of income, because even the tickets that were sold to or before the season, like we know that currently Chelsea and Madrid are having a football match, and even with this match, any ticket that will be sold, the money has already, somebody will say, has already been squandered, and so there wouldn't be any source of income anywhere for Abramovich right now. And so he is pleading to his friends in Hollywood, and also the prominent people that are in the USA to help him to raise such an amount. According to him, he says that he pays about $750,000 every week to his staff. And so the government placing this freeze on his account has made him being unable to reach out to his staff. And like we know that nobody would want to go through the staff or will starve in order to be under anybody. They will definitely go and look for help elsewhere. And he doesn't want that to happen. And so he's praying that everybody will understand what he's going through so that he will be able to fight this together. But people are asking the big question that even though he is affiliated to the President Vladimir Putin, that doesn't make him a standout, or that doesn't mean that he is in for any harm. Besides, it is the president who is involved in the war that is ongoing. As a matter of fact, we know that this war has caused a lot of damages than good to the people living all the world. In fact, it is the reason why the economy is rising from high to higher, and very soon we wouldn't even be able to even afford transport fares because the fuel rises is going on to a different dimension altogether. So currently, as we are speaking, about £20,000 is what the current owner of the Chelsea Football Club has lost. And so he's pleading to all his fans and supporters to come to his aid. If the need be, you can help him. You should be able to lend him an amount of at least $1 million so that he will be able to pay his staff, that is Chelsea. We know that Chelsea is one of the oldest teams to have ever lived here. From 1905, that was somewhere in March, to this time around, you should know that the team has even grown to this extent. And so the owner, who is currently has gone on a bankrupt, not because he doesn't have money, but because of his frozen accounts, means that indeed the crisis is rising to a different dimension. And so he will plead on everybody to come and assist him if the need be. So guys, this is where I end today's story on what is happening from the Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich camp. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. It's a bye for now.